Right, settle in, grab a cup of tea or something stronger, because tonight we're diving headfirst into a theory so magnificently bonkers it makes flat earthers look like cautious empiricists. The claim Elon Musk, the man who wants to put chips in our brains and cars on Mars, is actually, and I want you to really absorb this, the reincarnated autistic poltergeist of Robert F. Kennedy Jr. Yes, you heard that correctly, not just any poltergeist, mind you. And poltergeist. Specificity is key in high-quality nonsense, it seems. This isn't just a random spirit, it's one with a very particular neurodevelopmental profile and a penchant for, well, Musk-like behavior. Now, you might be thinking, John, that's insane. That's the kind of idea scribbled on a napkin in a diner at 3 a.m. after too much coffee and not enough sleep. And you'd be absolutely right. It's gloriously, breathtakingly unhinged. But that, my friends, is the sheer beauty of a truly dedicated conspiracy theory. It doesn't tiptoe around logic, it dropkicks logic into the next dimension. The theory posits that upon RFK Jr., well, let's just say spiritual transition at some unspecified future point, his essence, unable to find peace, latched onto the nearest billionaire with a microphone and a Twitter account. It's a match made in an alternate reality. Why Elon Musk, you ask? Why not, say, Jeff Bezos or that quiet guy who invented cat memes? The proponents of this theory, bless their cotton socks, suggest it's all about vibrational alignment. Apparently, RFK Jr. CS passionate, if sometimes scientifically adventurous, spirit found a kindred frequency in Musk's own disruptive, occasionally baffling public persona. Think of it as a cosmic roommate situation. Only one roommate is a disembodied political scion and the other is trying to sell you a Cybertruck. It's a narrative that writes itself, if you've had enough paint fumes. The autistic part of the poltergeist label is where it gets particularly creative. The theory suggests that this trait, which Musk himself has openly discussed, isn't just a characteristic of the current host, but a defining feature of the spectral parasite. It's used to explain Musk's intense focus, his unconventional communication style, and his tendency to, shall we say, tweet through it. It's a remarkable bit of reverse engineering, attempting to explain one man's known traits by invoking the ghost of another, filtered through a diagnostic lens. It's like a Freudian analysis conducted by a Ouija board. So what evidence supports this? Let's call it a bold hypothesis. Well, it's the kind of evidence that makes a blurry photo of Bigfoot look like a high-resolution courtroom exhibit. First, there's the voice. Not RFK Jr. It's his actual distinctive voice, of course. That would be too simple. No, we're talking about the voice. Proponents point to Musk's sudden pronouncements on free speech, his anti-establishment rants, and his occasional forays into vaccine skepticism. These, they claim, are pure RFK Jr., channeled through the unsuspecting tech mogul. It's like RFK Jr. is using Twitter as his own personal ectoplasmic soapbox. Then there are the shared interests. RFK Jr. has a long history as an environmental lawyer. Elon Musk makes electric cars. See? Connected. Never mind that one fought polluters through lawsuits and the other builds luxury vehicles that require massive amounts of resources to produce. Details. The theory conveniently overlooks any inconvenient contradictions, focusing instead on the thinnest of thematic overlaps. It's like saying because they both breathe air, they must be the same person. One just happens to be a ghost possessing the other. It's airtight. If your air is made of pure fantasy, consider their public battles. RFK Jr. has famously taken on powerful institutions. Elon Musk picks fights with the SEC, with short sellers, with the concept of woke, and occasionally with the entire nation of Brazil via satellite internet. The scale might be different, the targets somewhat varied, but the of contrarianism, the theorists argue, is undeniably the same. It's not just two outspoken individuals, it's one spectral entity with a consistent urge to poke the bear, regardless of which bear it is or why it's being poked. The poltergeist, apparently, just loves a good ruckus. And let's not forget the Kennedy connection, however tenuous. RFK Jr. is part of a political dynasty. Elon Musk, some argue, is trying to create a dynasty with SpaceX, Tesla, and Neuralink. He even names his children things that sound like they could be future Martian overlords. Coincidence? The theory screams no. It's all part of a grand, ghostly plan to continue a legacy, albeit in a much weirder, more rocket-filled manner. It's the kind of logic that would make a pretzel look straight. It's a narrative built on vibes, not facts. Let's compare their grand visions, shall we? Robert F. Kennedy Jr., in his prime, envisioned cleaner rivers, healthier children, and a government more responsive to its people. Noble goals, certainly. Elon Musk, on the other hand, envisions humanity as a multi-planetary species, zipping around in underground tunnels and communicating via brain implants. One is about earthly concerns, the other about escaping Earth entirely, possibly because the poltergeist remembers how crowded Hyannisport could get during the summer. The links are imaginative, to say the least. Think about their communication styles. RFK Jr., with his distinctive vocal patterns and earnest delivery, often presents complex arguments, albeit ones that sometimes wander into controversial territory. Musk communicates in memes, abrupt proclamations, and single-word tweets. The theory suggests this is the poltergeist adapting to the modern age. Why write a lengthy treatise when you can simply tweet a dog emoji and send markets into a minor tailspin? It's efficiency, poltergeist style. Or perhaps the spectral connection has a bad Wi-Fi signal, leading to truncated messages. Consider their enemies. RFK Jr. has famously locked horns with pharmaceutical companies and regulatory agencies. Musk, as we've noted, battles anyone who questions his genius or his stock prices. The theory posits that these are just different battlefields for the same eternal struggle. The poltergeist, it seems, has simply updated its enemies list. Yesterday, it was industrial pollution. Today, it's the short sellers on Wall Street or people who think self-driving cars should, reliably not crash. The spirit of rebellion is apparently quite adaptable to the times. And what about their impact? RFK Jr. through his advocacy has certainly influenced environmental policy and public health discourse, for better or worse. Musk has undeniably revolutionized the electric vehicle market and private space exploration. The theory doesn't just see two influential figures. It sees one continuous ghostly influence, subtly nudging humanity towards Mars, apparently, with a side of skepticism about everything else. It's a grand, unified theory of two public figures, held together by the thinnest, most spectral of threads. It's like comparing apples and exploding oranges. So, why do theories like Elon Musk's RFK Jr.'s autistic poltergeist even exist? Is it a deep-seated need to find patterns in chaos, perhaps? Is it a way to make sense of powerful, often erratic public figures, possibly? Or is it, and hear me out, just incredibly entertaining? Sometimes the world is a confusing, overwhelming place. Faced with complex global challenges, it can be far more amusing to imagine that the world's richest man is actually being remote controlled by the ghost of a Kennedy with a specific neurotype. It's certainly a more interesting story. The beauty of such a theory is its complete imperviousness to logic. You can't disprove it with facts because it wasn't built on facts in the first place. It's a narrative Jenga tower built with blocks of pure speculation and wishful thinking. Try to pull one out and the whole delightful mess just wobbles defiantly. Any counter-evidence is simply dismissed as part of the cover-up, or what wants you to think. It's a self-sealing ideological terrarium where only the most bizarre ideas can flourish, unbothered by the harsh sunlight of reality. These theories offer a strange kind of comfort. They imply a hidden order, a secret narrative known only to a select few. In a world where individuals can feel powerless, believing you've cracked the code, that you see the puppet strings others miss, can be empowering. Even if the puppet strings are imaginary and the puppet master is a hypothetical autistic poltergeist. It's the intellectual equivalent of wearing a tinfoil hat. It might not do anything, but it makes you like you're doing something, protecting yourself from unseen forces. Ultimately, the Elon Musk is RFK Jr.'s autistic poltergeist theory is a testament to human creativity and our boundless capacity for making things up. It's a reminder that sometimes the most entertaining stories are the ones that have absolutely no basis in reality. So, the next time Elon tweets something truly baffling, perhaps don't rush to analyze its market implications. Instead, just picture RFK Jr. Woyes ghost chuckling ectoplasmically and saying, "My work here is done." It's probably not true, but it's a much funnier way to look at the world.